name is Brendon Yates.
Oh, and my name is Cassandra Yates.
And we have been members of Westside, I would say 10 years at least.
More than 9.
We're hitting the 10-year mark.
Yeah, we are hitting the 10-year mark. We needed a place to feel where in our marriage we could get together with a group of people that had strong marriages. And so we started coming to Greg and Tara Rye's life group. I can't remember the name of it, but it was strictly related to married couples. And so we started with the life group first.
I just so happened to just call Westside. I worked nights, so I was having to be home that day. And I just so happened to call Westside and ask if they had a marriage class. And then Tara, she said they reached out to Tara. Tara called us, and she called me back and said, yes, we have a marriage class. This is the name of the class. Was it 2 equals 1?
Yes.
2 equals 1. At the time, they were leading it, and so they invited us. You know, she prayed for us, and we came, and I guess we haven't left since.
It was me and my husband and the kids, our kids. We had 3 children at the time. Our oldest is BJ, and then there's Jasmine, and then there was our youngest son, Kenny. And probably about a year after we had started attending here, life-altering event happened in our family, and our youngest son suddenly passed away.
It was I believe it was a Labor Day or Memorial Day weekend because the kids were out of school that day. So I think it was one of those days. And Kenny was having problems with his asthma, and which is normal. You know, he could stand up wrong and start having an attack. That's how crazy his asthma was. And so, but he was old enough that he knew what to do. You know, he knew how to take his treatment. He took all of his maintenance medication, and he was downstairs still breathing hard. Mom was at work. I worked nights at the time, so I was home, and I was asleep. And all I know is that I know he talked to Mom a couple of times, or the kids talked to Mom, and to get trying to get this asthma under control. And all I know is I was asleep, and I heard this huge thud because he was in the bathroom, and he heard the kids scream, "Daddy, Daddy!" Kenny's on the ground. He's not waking up. And so I ran in the bathroom, and I was helpless. I didn't know what to do. I was helpless. BJ, he was 13 at the time, I believe. BJ was 13, and and I'm so proud of him for that. He picked up the phone, he called, talked to 911. They got him to the hospital, and I was just a wreck because my mind was in so many different things. What should I be doing right now? And on the way to the hospital, I could barely drive because my face was full of tears because I was so scared and worried. Trying not to run any red light to get pulled over because I'm trying to keep up with the ambulance. So it was just unbelievable. I can't even describe how to feel about it right now because even today, I can't even put into words how I was feeling. I was saying, God, just keep my baby safe, bring it back to me. And so then it was just a waiting game until they finally told us that he was gone.
Glad you're here. On behalf of the Yates family, thank you for your presence. This is indeed a very difficult service, but it is also going to be celebration because we know where Kenny is.
We had only been here probably about a little over a year when this happened. So, but in that time, our family became family here, and we were embraced and we were loved on by the people here. especially the people in the music ministry. They just loved on us and gravitated toward us in our time of need. And our children were, you know, embraced and loved on at that time. So, and in that event, it drew us closer together, the four of us. It was almost like we didn't have a choice but to be close together to each other.
But because of the things that we had to struggle with, the enemy was in our marriage, like deep, very deep. You know, pulled us apart. You know, when we came together, it was this. You know, and so when we finally got to a point that we see that God is doing all these things, and after being here, we realize that we have a story to tell.
I think for me, when he said that God gave it to me, he gave it to me about 10 years ago, and he said, you and your husband are going to be doing something to help married people. And I'm like, how's that even going to work? Because I'm surely not in a place where I can help somebody, and he's surely not in a place that he can help somebody. So it took 10 years for God to get us to where we needed to be able to help people. We don't have all the answers, but we just know that there's something burning in us to get out to the masses and teach them and help them. And, you know, because there's so many, the quick answer these days is divorce. Or the quick answer these days is to, I don't know, just whatever. And that's not the way that God designed marriage.